Now we fight!
Hello, in match 347 for basically the true finale of this whole game. Last time I went through the Chaos 7 stars, got some kick-ass equipment, and almost died a few times, but we made it in the end. As you can tell, I was best weapons in the entire game for all my party members. But there's one more challenge before us. Basically, to unlock your super boss, who's even tougher, quite frankly, than basically the boss we fought at the end, when we met Sephiria, or whatever the hell her name is. Basically, to unlock this one, you need to have music level 10 and a silver trumpet. There's a slight chance that this boss might actually drop another one of these Archangel's bracelet. But for my setup, basically, one, this boss can turn into stone, so yep. So that's why I have the silver mail. For a main attack though, I have Berserker Ring, but I also have this, the Ring of Might. Basically, it greatly increases your overall attack power. It's pretty awesome, but it reduces your elemental defense. That isn't much of a difference because this guy does so much damage, it's not going to make any difference whatsoever. It's elemental, so it doesn't really matter anyway. Speaking of Aria, she doesn't have any armor which can protect her petrification, so instead I just put a Ring of Might on. Aria actually does have an armor. I could have done that last time actually, I just forgot about the Road Deception. But you can actually make those, or you actually find a few throughout the game, so yeah. So in that case then, I put a shield ring. This item actually can break, but it greatly lowers greatly lowers the chance of being greatly lowers basically enemy attack by 90%, which is pretty awesome. And I'll just embrace it because why the hell not? There's a chance if she does somehow block it, there's a spray of light. This is pretty cool. Oh boy, this guy has a ton of health, like tons and tons. But actually not a ton. Actually, this isn't like the other games. It's not that he has a lot of health actually. I think he has just over the King Bandit boss actually, so like 100,000. The problem is that he's so fast and there's so much damage that Batava could be wiped out before he can even do anything. It sucks. Anyway, here are my stats, for those who are curious. Yeah, the reason I'm not using Fear because, well, accessory shot is used up, so I can't fully utilize her. Same for but the same actually can say for Idia as well. But her moveset mostly is more to do with like attacking a single opponent, whereas it wasn't attack a group. One of us got totally screwed in this game. I think he could have done much better. But anywho, oh boy, I could die here, seriously. Let's save first just in case. Doesn't really matter at this point. Okay, so go to specialty, music, needs to be level 10. Also, yeah, just like before with the music, you need to make sure. Yeah, in this case, I have rhythm sense, but I don't have listening. So him using music isn't that such a good idea. However, I think. Let me check. Yep. Oh, sure I can. He has rhythm and listening, so we can do that. So it doesn't matter who uses it, by the way. They're still exactly the same, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to try something else as well. You can perform the Devil's Aria, you can perform other tracks as well at the same time. So we're going to try and see if I can... let's try the Eternal Song. I'm curious about it, actually. Okay, let's try it now. Oh, it works. Yeah, it's gonna be brutal.
This is tough. This is kind of reckless, isn't it?
Okay. Well, let's see how much health he's got first. I'm not gonna bother using an experience card. What's the point? But I will use something else instead.
Double shot. Hope you're watching.
Oh, you see how much damage he does? It's insane.
Double slash.
That wasn't even a fun time killer.
I can feel the power flowing.
I suppose this happens even to me sometimes.
Whoa!
What? What? I swear, he's hard. He's not. He really is a tough boss to fight. That was effortless. Is it because of the defenses I added in? Probably because I stunned not the guy. Huh. Okay. I made that look easy. It isn't. Seriously. You see there's so much damage? Huh. Wow, I was really assuming that I was going to take a few tries if I get it right. Huh. There you go. He didn't drop the band, but whatever. Don't care, beat him. But yeah, you can track the arcane of the band. Huh. Since I beat him so quickly, like stupid quickly, I guess now I best give my thoughts about the game overall. But yeah, basically, I think this game is all right. But yeah, it definitely hasn't really aged that well, even with the improvements they've made, because some people say it's one of the weakest games in the series, and it's for a good reason. I mean, when you think about it, it's just Star Ocean, the second story, put into this game. Literally. If you play the PS1 version, you completely understand, it's like, oh, exactly the same. But the second story gets away with it because there's its own unique style. This one wasn't. And I think, but at the same time, I think they had no choice. I don't think they could have easily translated the Super Nintendo version to modern consoles. So I think an easy way was just copy the second story and put it on there. Which actually makes sense because, well, item creation stuff, you can do this in the second story too. You can like create items from anywhere. I actually feel that's one of the low points of Star Ocean 3. You can't create items from anywhere, you have to go from specific workshops. And you don't get access to every little thing. I mean, Star Ocean 3, you don't get appraising or stuff like that. Or replication. Yeah, you can't even duplicate stuff. And I'm pretty sure there's no art in that game either. Customization, that doesn't exist, that's replaced with synthesis, which is nice, but that's just for your weapons. The other problem I do not like with this game is these SFTs. These were so annoying. Like, if you don't know how to get these, then, well, you miss out on attacks forever and stuff. The future games did it much better. Like, they actually gave you powerful abilities, but usually like in post-game chess, which I think was actually much better, to be honest, than just having SFTs and having to use that move over and over again to land it. I mean, it feels like a Tales of game. That's what you're doing like in a Tales of series, so I found that kind of annoying. But for a first game, it isn't bad. It's a good starting point, especially for its roots. But yeah, honestly, the only replay value is playing through different characters, to be honest. But that's pretty much about it. There's not much else to do, to be honest, with this game. And in the Adventure Star Ocean 3, there's a lot more post-game stuff. Star Ocean 2 is like pretty sure twice as long as this game, maybe even 3 times that, but it's way longer. But I think what I really don't like is the fact that you can't return to the old version of Rogue back really in the main story. And the odd thing with the star bracelets, the fact that they turn into an accessory. That makes no sense to me. Look at that thing. It looks like a piece of armor. It even has a name in it. Star Guard. There's a guard in it. That sounds like a shield to me. It's supposed to be a shield. That's one thing I'm worried about actually with the second story arc, that if we do get these specific items, that they're actually shields and not accessories. I heard it was also the case of second evolution, but I hope they change that back. But I don't hold my breath. But yeah, that was Gabriel Celeste. But I'm telling you, he is actually difficult. You see how he one-shot one of my pine bombs there? I think it's because I stun locked him successfully. He managed to do it. In this case, forget about increasing your defenses. You just want a lot of attack power. A lot of it. Who cares about elemental weaknesses? You want more attack power so you can easily do as much damage as humanly possible. But yeah, Gabriel says can also turn into stone. That's why there's stone protection. Seriously, you don't want to waste your time curing petrification by fighting him. Seriously, this gets annoying super quickly. But what if I was at a higher level? Even if I was level 255, which is the highest level you can get by the way, Gabriel can still one-shot you. So yeah, overall level 100s, maybe mid 100s at the most. But don't bother maxing out 255. Just wasting your time, doesn't matter. It's all about just attacking quickly. But one thing you probably noticed, don't rush in at Gabriel at once. I don't actually attack first, there's a pretty weird diversion. If you're attacking at once, then Gabriel can easily just one-shot all of you. So just take a step back and watch the other guys thing and get a few hits first, then attack from behind. That's what I did. But yep, with that, this is the last video of my playthrough of Star Ocean: The First Departure arc. I have to say I enjoyed playing Star Ocean again. And you're probably wondering, will I also be doing the same with Star Ocean: The Second Story? Honestly, no. But if you do want to see a full playthrough of Star Ocean: The Second Story, I did do a full playthrough of the PS1 version years ago through Wenaside. You literally watched the whole playthrough there from my PS1 back in my emulator days. But yeah, you can actually just watch that, like literally, like the whole thing. I did Wenaside for that if you're curious, not with Claude. But yeah, you can do that if you want. Even if I were to do Star Ocean: The Second Story arc, if I feel like doing it, it's probably just going to be a boss one at most, probably some sick cutscenes sprinkled in, maybe some interesting PAs. But that's about it. I'm going to do a full playthrough of it. I'll also be doing another update later on explaining why I took about a week to finish this, because I was doing my studies. I'm going to talk about that. But that is Rascal 347. Game types option platformer. Stay classy.